Alright, everybody. Welcome back. We're at round 3 here. Yeah, can you give me a Dr. Pepper?
Yep.
If they don't have that, whatever. That, of course, was Garrett Meadows. He's on a beverage run. My name is Zachary Evans, and this is round 3 of the first draft we're covering tonight at the Gatecrash Launch Party from Lost Legion Games in South Charleston, West Virginia. If you've watched this in the past, you'll notice this is a break in format for us. We normally do standard FNMs, but because the new cards are out, we always do all-you-can-eat drafts on the Friday of release. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. We've got a casual draft here. We've got some players that don't normally play on camera. And we're seeing here the 2-0s as they start their game off with a game of rock, paper, scissors. Remember, go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic, where you can win your own playset of those. We give them away every week. So on the left, John Ellington. You just saw him with his Oros deck take out Brandon Hart, who we watched actually draft. He's playing against Chris Harless, who is playing 40 Magic cards that I do not know the context of. So we'll quickly learn together what he is playing. These guys are, of course, 2-0. And then following this, hopefully we'll be able to go outside and find another draft firing up, at which point we can watch somebody else make their picks and then do some more coverage. So thanks for tuning in. Remember to follow us on Twitch. If you're watching right now, just click the follow button above and to the left of the video window. And if you want more information about the stream, you can check out our Facebook page, Twitter account, and YouTube channel, and links to all of those are on the bottom of the Twitch page, right below the video window. And if you're feeling particularly randy and would like to help support the stream financially, there's also a chip-in widget down there where you can donate money via PayPal. You do not need a PayPal account to donate.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Garrett.
Dr. Pepper?
Thank you. I have exactly $2, so that works out perfectly.
No, I wasn't expecting $2.
Well, I'm going to give it to you anyway.
If you buy 2 drinks and a Butterfinger, and then pay $3.99, they give you a pack of
So you're telling me if you what you're saying is you bought 2 drinks and a Butterfinger, and then for only $3.99 you can buy a pack of Gatecrash at full retail value.
Yep.
What a deal! You're going to open that on camera?
Do I have to?
You don't have to.
I just put my wallet up. There's $2 sitting right there.
Well, it's going to be sitting there for a while. Oh, I have more cash in my pocket. I mean, I just got cash in my pocket. So, John, mulliganing. It's a hard word to say. Mulliganing.
Mulliganing?
Mulligatani. It's kind of soup. So, do you know what Chris is playing by chance? I can only assume he's playing some kind of red cards.
Yes.
He played Dimir in the pre-release. He beat me in round 2 of that one. He had the very efficient Cypher deck in that he had like 3 or 4 of the unblockable guys.
The rogues?
Yeah. That's what makes that deck playable.
Yeah.
The Cypher cards are no good unless you have the rogues to go with.
I had rogues on Sunday. Jerk.
So he goes with the turn 1 Cloudfin Raptor, the 0-1 Flying Evolve. That guy is very good, and I apologize for the glare. There is glare in that spot where John played his card, and we spent, a good half hour trying to sort that out earlier today and could not get it done. So no turn 2 follow-up from Chris, so Raptor is useless for attacks.
Raptor is...
John, meanwhile, missing his second land drop, so we have a great game.
Oh boy. Raptor is actually really bad for Cypher because it's really hard to reliably get a counter ornament draft. But as we see, Chris just proves that point wrong.
Yep. So he's going to get in for 1.
I think Chris played the unblockable, or sorry, blocks, you discard a card.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but if you block it, you have to discard it, so it's virtually unblockable.
Some of this?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
I was going to look at first.
John plays a second land, but doesn't have any play. Chris going to serve in. If he plays a creature after this, we'll go out there and throttle him. No, he doesn't have a play.
We did get to see all John's hand.
Mm-hmm.
As John wants to adjust the life totals.
Come on.
Forgot to start the timer.
It's not going to matter. I did forget to start it, though. So. Oh, so here's Lazov.
Really? Wow. JP says that's enough.
Double black, double blue. No problem, says Chris. Just going to pound him in. I think Lazov is very good in mill-based commander decks.
Is that because you've read the card?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and John is moving to discard.
Yeah.
So you discard a great removal spell from Lazov.
That he's never going to be able to cast. I mean, to be fair, Lazov is only a 3/3 base, so he trades a lot. Chris is struggling very hard to choose which 3 lands he wants to tap.
Has he been saving?
Well, he's got a tough decision here because I don't know what's scarier, John's no creatures or his 2 lands. So you really want to make sure you play around his nothing. I mean, what's going on?
I think he has 2 planes too. He found a mountain.
This is your buddy. You came in the same car. Just beat him, move to game 2. Come on. 40 minutes tapping 4 lands to play Syndic of Black, whatever it's called. Do you know what that card is called? The Black. I keep calling him Syndic. I think it may be a Syndicate, but that guy's pretty good. It's the Extort Syndicate Enforcer, 3/2 Extort for 4. It's fine. And then John plays that Boris card.
Apparently he's missing his revolve triggers. I think it's fine. I think. Oh, we do have a removal spell for this one guy that we finally play. And then, yeah, I'm sorry.
He made him bounce it and discard it. Come on. Jeez. It's like watching a UFC fighter fighting a baby. Like, just in that circumstance I'm talking about. Like, the game was so over. You have 4 guys, but I have to play my 6-drop, make you carry out both triggers. Whatever. What are you going to do? So, this Dimir raid, this new Planeswalker, that guy's hot garbage, right? His +1 is so awful. Because it doesn't even push the card if it's not a creature. It's just like, look, you have a land coming up. Hooray for you. It's the worst.
Yeah, it does nothing.
Like in the fight, like it's only good if you like plus it 4 times, then go right to the like a Chroma's Memorial thing.
Both Planeswalkers in the set have no way of protecting themselves whenever they come into play.
The Gideon's also garbage. At least I don't speak in definites, you know. We're talking about Rat Tribal in the chat.
Is that because your friend went 0-3 and then rode the loser's bracket?
Well, of course, you're referring to Garrett, who's in the chat, who's pointing out that his friend went 6-3 at Grand Prix Atlantic City with Tribal Rats. And you got him with a sick dagger.
To be fair, I mean, I've seen Tribal Rats played at large tournaments. I saw it played at Cincy. There were people in the XO brackets for a while with Tribal Rats.
And Professor Crocodile was mentioning that Billy Moreno, this is actually what I was referencing. On Twitter, he said, because I think Owen Turtenwald was complaining about what I was complaining about with Dimir Raid, and he was saying that if it pushed the card, it would be way too good. And it probably would be. It would at least be playable at that point. I just really think it's just not, like, the abilities just aren't very playable. Someone asking if we play Modern. I do not currently play Modern, but you have put together a Modern deck.
Yeah.
Which is Kikijiki Pod, right?
Kikijiki Pod, a little bit different than the pros have been running.
You're playing, what do they know?
Yeah, really.
They don't know anything. Top 8 every Pro Tour, bunch of assholes.
Alondra, you know, who needs to counter spells.
Yeah.
We'll play a Blade Splicer.
Yeah. But here, you're playing a lot more beatdown.
Yes, I call it Zoo.
You're playing Kitchen Finks all over the place.
Also a Birthing Pod in it to find Kikijiki if I can, win that way.
Is that mugging? What is that? Why did he cast mugging? Oh, just so guy couldn't block? Yikes.
It's a combo.
I don't know if that is a combo.
Mugging, and then, as we also see him...
Although, Michael Taylor, he showed me his Red Deck Wins deck that he put together for the new Standard last night. or on Wednesday, I should say. He was showing an interesting interaction because he's playing 2 copies of mugging, and I said, I don't know how I feel about that. He said, well, the falter effect is really good. Also, it kills most of the stuff that you're worried about in the early points. You can kill a turn 1 champion. But he said also, it's just as good as a shock because in most games you can just target your own Boros Reckoner and then just do 2 damage to him. I think that's pretty narrow, but, you know.
That's pretty narrow, especially as a sorcery.
I know, but I don't know. He was just willing, he was trying it out. I have nothing but respect for people who try things out. So Paranoid Delusions is a hot garbage card.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no reason to play it unless, like I said, it's the exact same thing as Mind Sculpt. If you have 1 Mind Sculpt, it's the worst card in your pool. If you have 6 Mind Sculpts, it's the best deck you could ever have.
If you have 6 Mind Sculpts and 2 Jason's Phantasms, congratulations. You win this draft.
Then you can try to go for the flawless victory where you beat them by damage and mill the same turn.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he has that creature with the Cypher spell on it, but, like, I don't know. Like, is milling really, like...
Do you mind if I see your library or your graveyard?
Nothing in there, I don't think.
I need to know if you can flashback anything with Snapcaster.
Snapcaster is very good at Gatecrash Limited.
Especially in a red-white, black deck.
So in watching this game here, I think this is a prime example of how good John ran in the semifinals, where he just went Swamp Plains Mountain, Sky Knight Legionnaire in both games.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because people might not catch that Swamp Plains Mountain means that you didn't have Plains of Mountain in your opening game, and you successfully ripped those to play them out, or else you would have played either the Plains or the Mountain first.
Because I can guarantee he's stuck on some kind of land here. But he's hoping to attack 20 times with that red Denizen guy. And now we see the Syndicate whatever, the 3-2 Extort from Chris. That Extort card, I'm very pleased with the Extort decks in this limited format. It's very good.
Yep.
And I really liked, if you watched the pre-release last week, you saw Yin Sang playing Boros, and he was, he had like super aggressive Boros draw, had 3 copies of Bomber Core, he was just going all in, but then he had like Syndicate ties, so he could incrementally just kind of drain you down.
Right.
Very good.
That, and even in a straight black-white deck, like, they have aggressive draws. I lost to an Borzhov deck that, like, turn 5 me.
Avenging, or is Arrows of Justice, is that what that's called?
Yeah, Avenging Arrow was a return around.
Yeah, I keep calling it that. It's the same thing, basically.
Not really.
It's not really the same.
Avenging Arrows destroy target creature that dealt damage this turn. This is deal 4 damage.
Do you want to fight about it?
Yeah.
Judge. Can we get a judge ruling on it? Me and my opponent would like to determine...
I'm actually a judge, so what...
We would like to determine the outcome of this game by fisticuffs. Will you allow it? Well, it is not random. Think about that. How does that factor in? It is not a random decision. I can't
also, I've got my beatbox out in the car if you want to have a dance-off.
We can do rap battle breakdance competition a little bit later to see who gets served, but for right now we're going to see Dimir Charm, choosing mode I don't know.
Probably destroy target?
Oh, that's just a waste of a card. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's just Schrodinger. This is a classic example of Schrodinger's cat. Like, he's
play?
No, he's just going to mill 2 cards and be like, good thing I got that, now you can't draw it. But, like, you never knew what was on top, Like, those could have been 2 lands when you cast that card.
Yeah, he should have done it to himself since he's stuck with 4 lands.
Yeah, Ponder is much better than mill your opponent's theoretical card.
Right. Garrett in the chat. It's not a waste of a card if he obviously gets the best card out of John's deck. However...
If we're living in this theoretical world where you can just randomly assume that it's better to have like a 1 in 20 chance of getting a good card.
Right. Like, that's why he did it too, because he thought, yes, I will now get, his best card, because it's clearly second from the top. That's why he did that. What's the creature he has in play?
Borzhov.
Oh, he has Borzhov in play.
3/3?
That's probably why he's getting the middle effects in.
That's a good point, I guess. I take that back. That is a reasonable exception. That was a reasonable consideration. What is the enchantment on the 2/2 flyer? Do you know?
Nope. It's not Holy Mail. That's in his graveyard.
That card's good too.
That card's awesome. He also had Gifted Borzhov in that map yet. We'll see if he can.
He's also played the Red Legion, the Red Denizen, and like never pumped it once.
Did Chris enchant it?
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
might.
it's agoraphobia.
Yeah,
Minus 5, minus 0. You can pay 3 to bounce it back to your hand.
This is probably. I mean, I hate to use, superlatives, but this might be the most action-packed game we've ever had on the stream.
This was a very slow game.
Sometimes, there's the 5th land. If you needed the 5th land so bad to slam that guy, why wouldn't you just ponder yourself, Dimir charm yourself? So he's going to bounce the Denizen, and now Chris is going to have to...
Discard.
Not Chris, but John's got to discard a
He
card.
discards a Smite.
The Smite's really good. John has a lot of removal in his pool. Oh, question in the chat. Who won this week's rock, paper, scissors? I forgot to draw for it.
We talked about drawing for it.
Yeah, but then I got distracted. Well, the draft is such an odd timeline. Like, for the FNM, I know everything. Like, I know I have, 5 minutes to kill at the end of each round because, the games last X amount of time. So, lining up some blocks here. At least, is agoraphobia the one that you can rebuy? You can bounce?
Yeah.
Well, at least you can...
From the battlefield, not now.
Yeah, you can sack your dude at least, or you can block and at least kill the enchantment while Chris is tapped out.
But he wish he had that Smite.
Yeah, why did he discard that Smite? I think Chris is saying with that he's copying the 2/2 flyer with Lazov.
Yeah.
And that aberration thing that bounces, or the Dimir card that bounces,
3/3, I think.
Dinrova Horror, it's a 4/4.
That's close enough.
Well, it's the old 6 cost 4/4. And we see, is that the Legionnaire? No, it's not Legion. It's not the guild thing. It's the Denizen replayed, followed by Fortress Cyclops. +3/+0 when it attacks, +0/+3 when it blocks.
I'm obviously an idiot. Smite cannot kill Lazov, as Lazov also has this rules text on top.
Hexproof.
Oh, Hexproof. This is a very fun and interactive Magic game.
Mm-hmm.
Did Chris just run mono 6-drops?
Yeah. He had one of these in his pool. Like I said, I played him in the pre-release.
Uh-huh.
It worked pretty well for him in our game. I'm pretty sure he's overvaluing them.
He's probably in blue because there might be a chase in this set.
There's no chase in this set.
Still hopeful.
There are 2 planeswalkers. They are Naya, and they are garbage.
But someone at the plant, Boros Charm you, Chris, mocking him.
Fake out. Replaying his Fortress Cyclops, which will not profitably block, but
Garrett from the chat.
it will block one guy. Realm Right. I actually really like Realm Right.
Which one's that?
It's the one that makes all your lands another kind of land.
Oh yeah, the one drop. It's a rare.
I don't like it as a rare.
That'd be a horrible card to open in your packs.
Mm-hmm.
You have to name it.
Gonna Wretched Fletch that guy.
And then we'll go ahead and kill you. Lazov copies him.
Yep. Attack for 6, 10, 14.
Turn the extra guy sideways because... Oh, I thought he was at 6.
No, he's at 16.
Oh.
So he's going to go down to 2. Miracled Swamp. And so we learned that Chris is still had all these kind of guy.
He had a counterspell, looks like.
Well, John was trying to Boros Charm him before he died. Chris would let him do it. Yikes. Alright, so Chris Harless wins this draft. So let's...
We're going to stream another one?
I would like to, if we can find one where we have people that are
I'm
willing.
first going to check to see if there's any other matches. I want to check to see
Okay. See how many are signed up for next pod. So Garrett is going to step outside, see if there's any other matches we can slot over also checking in on the status of the next draft to see if we can watch another draft get underway. So, congratulations to Chris for winning this draft with the Dimir deck off the back of what looks like Dinrovahor and Borzhov. Excuse me. And while we wait, let's give out some Magic cards. So every week we do a giveaway where we give away something, sometimes multiple things. This week we're giving away just one thing. We're giving away a playset of our standard giveaway, which is a rock, paper, scissors playset from the Unglued expansion. We mentioned it earlier. We give it away every week. That's how we start all of our feature matches here on the stream. So how do you participate in this?
The fourth pod just fired.
Oh, we just missed it?
We just missed it.
Awesome.
And I think he was talking Ruth down from for the fifth pod.
Oh, so that's it?
That might be it.
Why would you talk him down at 9 o'clock?
Because it probably won't get started until 10 o'clock at least.
I don't know. But, Garrett, I was telling them we'll go ahead and draw for our rock, paper, scissors giveaway.
Sure.
So how do you participate? Simply go to our Facebook site, facebook.com/ZachSalesMagic. If you have never been to our stream before, if you've never watched anything, that is the hub by which our stream and its community revolves around. You can go to ZachSalesMagic.com. It will redirect you there. It is a Facebook page and community. And there is daily content there, links to cool things. We have different promotions, giveaways.
My trade list is on there.
Yeah, Garrett's looking for some cards. You can get some trades on there. You can, just strategy discussions, polls, things like that. There's a lot of interesting content on there. I say it all the time. I am totally biased. I understand that. But if I was not spearheading this kind of website, it would be the website that I would go and watch. That's the kind of thing I want. So you go to that, you look for the giveaway post, which I make every week during round 2 of the FNM. It says something, in fact, we're giving away rock, paper, scissors, or whatever we're giving away that week. And then every time you share it on social media, you get a separate entry. So you can retweet it on Twitter, as it does post on Twitter, at ZachSalesMagic. And then on Facebook, if you like, comment, or share the post, each one of those is a separate entry. You can get up to 4 entries a week. This week we had 61 runners, 98 total entries.
Okay.
So let's see who wins this hot mess. So we go to the random.
Touchscreen?
We go to the random number generator.
No, it's not a touchscreen.
Garrett, can you confirm the number?
Number is 38.
38. So let's see who won. Jason Roush. Congratulations to Jason Roush. You are this week's rock, paper, scissors grand champion. You did it. You nailed it. You saw that the metagame was weak to rock, paper, scissors, and you exploited that hole. So if you want to get in on the givings away, and we do give away other stuff as we have prize support. Sometimes the store will donate promotional foils and stuff. We gave away a playset of Restoration Angels at one point over the course of 4 weeks. Promo acidic slime, stuff like that. Some oversized promo cards have been graciously donated to us.
Playable and standard.
They are playable and standard if you want to lose for cheating.
Oversized Savannah Lions.
Playable. Playable. It's a proxy. It's a proxy. So you said that we just missed the last pod.
Yes. We could probably move them over if we wanted to.
We could watch the games at least. I really like to watch them draft. It makes me sad. Sad panda. So we have 2 choices what we can do. We can... am I opening this? So why don't we let the stream decide? We have 2 choices now. Apparently we have missed the next draft. It just fired before we had the opportunity to film it. So here's what we can do. We can wait until they're done drafting, then we can slot them over and try to show their matches.
Me and Zach can go get some sweet trades on.
Or we can just quit for the night. I mean, I'm serious. Like, if you're enjoying what you're seeing and you'd like to see 3 more rounds of Gatecrash Limited, we will go out there and do that. But if everyone does not enjoy the product that we're putting out this week, which there's actually a chance that might be the case. So we will just get that confirmation. While you stew on that, we'll go ahead and open the discounted pack that you bought.
Only $3.99. Maybe there's a token card in the back. I'm already excited.
Let's look at these for picks.
Okay.
Aerial maneuver. It's a combat trick.
Right. I'm looking on this screen.
It's playable. You've got Basilica Screecher, which is the 1/2 extort bat.
Yep.
You've got the Disciple of Old Ways, which is 2/2. You can give first strike.
Yep.
You've got Massive Raid, which is a removal burn spell equal number of creatures you have.
It's a Kessig Malcontents.
Mugging. 2 damage to a creature at sorcery speed. Creature can't block.
Right.
Executioner Swing, very good.
Very good.
Very removal heavy pack. -5/-5 to a creature that has dealt damage, right? Madcap Skills, maybe the best red card in this draft format.
Simply because of its name.
Yeah, because you got Madcap Skills. It's also +3/+0, and it has to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. You've got another Balustrade Spy, 2/3 flyer that mills.
Right.
And Ivy Lane Denizen, which I think is the worst Denizen. It's
a very +1/+1 counter.
Yeah, it's a very awkward point in the curve. It's at 4.
Okay.
Death's Approach, which is the -X.
The trap card.
-X equal to the number of creatures in graveyard. Now we get into the uncommon, so we
I actually needed it.
rip a straight Dimir Charm.
That's definitely first pick, no matter what.
Counter target sorcery, Poor Man's Ponder, and what's the other ability?
Destroy target creature with power 2 or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Pretty good.
No, I don't care what the rest of these cards are.
Mental Vapors is the target player discards a card. Cipher. Burning Tree Emissary is very good. I wouldn't be surprised to see this in some aggro decks this weekend. And now we get to the point that everybody on the stream loves.
The rare.
Where we sweat the rare. It's Gideon.
Oh, really? That's not bad for $3.99, is it?
I feel like that was a very... I think that's a very good point in our stream. Where we accidentally opened a $30 card.
Let me just go ahead and say how many packs I've bought in like the past year.
Mm-hmm. That's the first pack you bought?
I bought...
Welcome to Lux Sax R Us, starring Garrett.
I bought boxes of Dark Ascension whenever I first started playing, and I haven't bought anything since then.
So what were we picking in this pack? Everybody's picking the Charm. I'm picking the Charm.
I think you have to pick the Gideon.
No, you pick the Gideon. I was assuming in a world where mythics don't pop out of the ass of your pack.
Yes, you picked the Dimir Charm.
I forgot to say Horror Token. We could have picked that. It's full art. Mountain, also. Important to draft land in Standard as well. Burning Tree Emissary is very good. You have to have a very aggressive deck. Dimir Charm is very good. And then you've got a ton of removal.
Kyle George from Facebook says hi.
Kyle George, we've been having a very interesting discussion
Very intimate.
about Modern and about how I hate the bannings.
Yes.
And how Patrick Sullivan agrees with me.
Correct.
And while people should not trust anything I say, he, however, does this for a living.
Yes.
I also like how he framed it
He
with...
doesn't do it for a living, but he does it professionally. I think he works at a video game.
Well, I was talking about game design.
Right.
Yeah, he's a professional game designer. This Magic at this point is just a hobby. But did anybody say anything about what they want to do? Do they want to...
No, I might need to scroll up.
Yeah, what do you want to do, Garrett?
It's
up to you.
It's a good night. We can call it a night. I mean, we are climbing in viewers.
We are climbing in viewers, but we're going to have to wait for like another 40 minutes for the draft to get done, because they just started cracking packs. So we've got like 20-25 minutes of drafting, then like another 20-25 minutes of deck building.
Rerun the first round match.
I tried to do that. I tried to figure out how I could have like previously recorded so that we can take a break and then there's content, but that doesn't work because it's a long story that I want to get into.
Like, can't you just go to videos down here? And
They can.
Can't you? And then just like shoot that onto that screen? Like open up a new internet browser, or just use this one. Go to videos.
What makes it complicated is the sound.
Okay.
I don't want to worry about it right now. The problem is that these streaming software I use, which is freeware,
Come on in.
it doesn't record. So, hey Nick, are you drafting?
Yeah, I'm drafting.
Are you in 4?
Huh?
Are you in pod 4?
Yeah, pod 4.
We were going over all the cards that you would draft out of this pack. Then it's like, Gideon.
I mean...
Oh, so that's fun. Steven Fernandez sent us a picture of he's watching our stream at home on his big screen TV with his infant daughter.
Yeah.
Babies love magic.
He's mobile now, he said.
Oh, it's upside down.
Now it's right side up.
Very fun.
He was also showing pictures earlier on Facebook of how he's teaching his daughter ways of the Force.
Hey, we're watching Star Wars. Pretty good stuff. I tell you what. Let me, here's what we're going to do. You guys can kill time if you want to. I need to run to the restroom. I'm going to go step out there and see what the timeline is for that draft.
Sure.
Are you draft 4?
Yeah, we just got done.
You're done drafting?
Well, I mean, yeah, we're done drafting.
Okay. Well, then we'll just...
We're playing right now.
Sure.
I'm just done.
Oh, you already started round 1?
Yeah, I'm already done. So is Alec and two
Alex
before
here?
us. Yeah.
That's
So is
really
Logan.
good. Yeah, it's not Logan.
Yeah,
It's
no one
not
cares
like-
about him.
It's not like you're going to avoid Logan.
I know. So is. Oh gosh.
Oh, so we had one very interesting game, one very interactive game, I would say, out of the 3 games we've broadcasted so far. And then a couple land screw games, a couple very lopsided games where just, one guy has a very explosive start. And honestly, that's why I hate limited.
Yeah.
That's why I would not draft, simply because that's out of your control.
Yeah.
Like, especially whenever you have to mulligan, your chances of winning just go down so much.
Yeah. You ever played Moto?
Mm-hmm.
Cube Draft's back.
Cube Draft is back, and it's not powered like it was around Christmas time. So, if anyone watched it around Christmas time, you saw a lot of storm decks, a lot of very fast, aggressive decks, just based off, the fact that you could have like 3-4 mana turn 1. And now that's not the case. Like, I like to watch Jan Vanderbeek Dizzle stream a lot, and his title, whenever Cube first started, was like forcing Storm every time, and now it's like, drafting green-blue ramp because because Storm is obviously the thing last month, but now it's going to lose to a very fast aggressive ramp deck.
Reanimate's back.
Reanimate.
It's great.
I mean, everything's fair now that there's not power in the Cube.
Yeah. Turn 2, Sinks of the Still Wind's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was first draft.
Sphinx of the Still Wind is
Crazy.
a very unfair limited card.
Yeah. Especially when you get Tinker.
But there's all kinds of fun stuff. Like, they added a lot of, like, they put in Garruk Relentless. A lot more standard cards made it to this draft than what were in previous ones.
Go through Acidic Slime's in there.
Yeah.
Terracodon's in there too.
Yeah, I mean, Terrastrodon's in everyone just because he's such a fair bomb.
Yeah.
Like, you resolve him, and no matter what, you're going to be ahead.
Oh yeah.
But also, no matter what, your opponent still has a shot.
I literally have no idea what's going on out there.
Oh,
I think I'm just done for the night. Because there's like I thought there was a draft just getting ready to start, but they're already in like round 1, and like people are scattered,
right.
and like some of the drafts have people in them I don't want to deal with.
Right.
So I think we're just done.
You talking about draft 4?
I don't know what number they are. They're not sitting in any kind of order. Everyone is just sitting all over the store.
The table's like.
It doesn't matter. I'm over it. Well.
We're talking about Cube Draft is back on MTGO.
Yeah, and they've taken out the power. Yeah.
We also just talked about that. And
I
now
like
everyone
that.
was excited to come back for Storm and realized that, hey, Storm's going to get the crap beat out of it a lot.
You can still in Cube.
Yeah.
You can still draft Storm. It's just not as broken as it was
Right.
before.
Yeah. Tendrils of Madness in there.
I mean, there was always a storm. There was a storm deck in the very first in the first 2 iterations of the Cube. There was a very draftable storm deck, but it just wasn't.
It was more like a gimmick thing, like, oh, I'm going to draft Storm this time because I want to have fun. Not, I'm going to draft Storm this time because I want to win.
Yeah, but like the storm deck with the powered cube is like brutal.
Yes.
Because you have
You
Moxes.
can go off on like turn 2.
Yeah, you have Moxes. It's pretty good. So, to recap what's going on. They are not taking sign-ups for another draft. The draft that was most recently completed in terms of the actual drafting is currently in the middle of their round 1.
Scattered across the store.
Scattered across the store. There are a few individuals that I will not waste my time talking to.
Yes.
Because they've come out of God knows where they come from for the pre-release, or for their launch party. They are not fun people. So I think we might just be done for the evening.
It was a good night.
It's we tried. I'd like to. What we should do sometime is we should just have like a draft where we just get like, we just pick the people. You know what I mean? We can just do it. However, just say, we're all going to come over on like a Wednesday or Thursday or whatever day and just draft. We could draft the cube or something like that. That would be fun. We did that once before. We had a Winston draft on the cube. It's still on YouTube, but it was just that was more a proof of concept thing. That see how I could film a draft
Right.
more than that.
I like your cube.
McHughes is very fun. I made some. I keep trying to make changes, but we never play with it, so like I don't have a lot of like motivation to work on it. So I think we're going to pack it in for the evening. I apologize for the short timeline. Tonight's been weird. It's just been weird because the drafts are weird.
Right.
But here's what's going to happen. Next week, we're going to go back into standard, full bore.
If anyone has ever watched like GP coverage for a draft, it's completely random, and they just like stretch it so hard. Like, let's talk to this guy and see what his thoughts were on these picks and what archetype his deck is and everything.
Yep. So I think that's it. So good luck in your draft, Nick. Garrett, thank you for sitting in for the rounds that we did sit in. Thanks to everyone who watched. If you have any comments or suggestions or things that you like, things that you didn't like, specifically about the limited part, feel free to let us know. We don't do this all that much because all of our FNM streams are standard predominantly because that's what people want to play and that's what gets the most numbers to the event, and that helps the store out, obviously. But anything you have to share, contact me on Twitter or on Facebook. The links are at the bottom of the page on Twitch. Remember, if you want to help contribute to the stream, you can do that down there with the chip-in widget. Remember to go to our Facebook page and participate in the giveaway for this week. Congratulations again to Jason Roush, who won this week's giveaway. So anything else you'd like to mention, Garrett?
I mean, GP Charlotte's coming up soon.
GP Charlotte, let's talk a little bit about, before we sign off, about upcoming events. So we've got Grand Prix Charlotte at the end of next month.
When's the SG Open for Cincinnati?
That is I think it's next weekend.
Really?
Yeah, maybe the weekend after, but it's one of the next 2 weekends. Also, March 23rd, Grand Prix Pittsburgh, which I plan on attending that. Some people will be having, some people here will be making a trip to Charlotte, it seems, but I'm not sure who. Star City Open Series in Cincinnati. Most importantly, I want to bring this up. We have not confirmed dates. It's not set in stone, but we'll go ahead and get that out there for everybody. We are currently trying to plan another Star City Games Invitational qualifier here at the store, and we're going to do so. We're targeting the end of March. On a week, it's March 30th. Again, that's not set in stone, but kind of save that date. That is a weekend where there is no Pro Tour, there is no Grand Prix, and the Star City event is not regional.
Right.
So if you are in the Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Virginia area, go ahead and mark that on your calendars and theoretically come down here and participate in a Star City Invitational. It is, of course, a cash tournament. Very good payouts and stuff like that, and you can win entry into the Star City Invitational. They run 4 of those a year now, so pretty lucrative. So look forward to that. There'll be more information about that on our Facebook page. Make sure you like us and subscribe and stuff like that. It's very simple stuff, and it helps us out a lot to spread the word. So I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Sorry for the lot of off-topic banter. I don't know, maybe people enjoy that. I don't know. I would enjoy that. But again, we had a good time tonight. Thanks for checking this out. So from Garrett, from myself, and from all the people here at Lost Legion, thanks, and we'll see you next Friday.